Hey folks, I've got my Craftsman tractor here, riding mower. This is going to be a similar process for many riding mowers. I want to replace the blades. I bent a blade the other day and I want to replace it. And if you read the instructions that come with many of these tractors, it'll tell you to remove this deck, which if the deck came off easily, it would be easier to change the blades with the deck off, but that's a much bigger hassle than I want to deal with. We don't need to take the deck off. Let me show you how to do it. What you're going to need on my tractor, it's a 15/16 socket here to take the nut off of the spindle, and I've got a long breaker bar here to give me some more leverage. But you're going to need a block of wood, this block of wood, or a piece of 2x4. And what I'm going to do is slide this piece of wood under here and then tilt it up on its side like that so it's wedged up against the deck. Let me do that and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, now I've got the piece of wood in there, and let me show you what it looks like. See, the blade tip is hitting the wood, so now what I'm going to do is put my socket on here. And now with the socket on here, as I pry this counterclockwise, there, the blade digs into the wood. Now I've loosened up the nut. Now, might have to do one more turn with the socket. Nope. That's it. And the blade's off. Here's my replacement blade. The installation is just the reverse of what I did there. I'm going to slide it under, attach this nut, and then I'll show you the block of wood and I'll tighten it and we'll be done. I've got the new blade in there, hand tightened, and I'll show you what it looks like underneath there. One thing to point out, make sure that you get the same pattern for the blade you took off, and then when you put it on, make sure that that pattern lines up with the pattern on the spindle, because it'll go up that last little bit. All right, let me show you what it looks like underneath before I tighten it here. Now I'm ready to tighten this thing. I've got the socket on the nut. I moved the piece of wood, instead of in the back when I was loosening it, I moved it to the front. And now I'm just going to start tightening this. Sometimes it wants to slide, so there we go. And that's all there is to it. That blade is on. I'm just going to reach under there, grab the piece of wood out. In 5 minutes there, we got the old one off and put the new one on and didn't mess with taking off the deck. Make sure you tighten it securely. It's a big deal if that blade comes off when it's running, of course, but hopefully that helps you. Good luck when you do it. Thanks for watching.